Oh, what's good, everybody? Fuck, do I even have my earbuds out here? I'm just not prepared at all. I'll be right back, but we're gonna get into a couple drama situations. I want to talk about this mold situation that's been going down. Some bad weed is being sent out to people, and I believe this video is about the situation that I watched or heard about. But I do want to get into that, and that is going to be talked about by The Strange Show. And then Mr. Grow It put up a video where a guy got a life sentence for trying to travel with weed, is basically the headline. So we're going to look into that video as well. I have not seen these. I want to do kind of a blind react type thing. I want to see if I can actually find this. Okay, here we go. Eric Kahn mold situation is not good, so I don't believe I watched this video. So we're going to watch these. Maybe I should watch just the Wild Turn video if everyone's. We could go over this one and then go into this one, and then we can see where the day takes us, I suppose. But I'll see if I can find my headphones real quick. I can't believe I forgot them, but hey, life happens. Come on, Sage. Code red, I need my flashlight. What's up, Aussie Frost King? I'm just trying to find my headphones right now, and I'm having a hard time. Stick around. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I got myself a brand new pair of earbuds, and somehow I couldn't find the ones that were sitting right fucking next to me. God fucking damn it. I shouldn't curse so much. I'm just a blonde boy, I guess. I don't even know what video I clicked on. The situation is not good. So let's hear about the mold situation and get into it. And my basic understanding of it is this guy just sent out weed to somebody. It was moldy product, and they were like, hey bud, this isn't good. This is what you send me, and it has mold on it. And then he was like, no worries, bro. I got this. Send me that product back. I'll send you something new. And he sent him like the same batch of product, if not the exact same product back, because it was also moldy and the same strain and everything, I think, if I remember correctly.
Pine Park just did a giveaway for some moldy ass, but it seems like even after somebody got some moldy weed and got really sick, that like homie's still trying to sell this stuff on his website, it seems like.
Gross.
YouTube, this video is just to help the community stay safe and does not violate any community guidelines, so chill out.
I'm not trying to like do a hit piece on Eric Kahn or anything. Big ups to the homie, big ups to Eric Kahn, all the Eric Kahn fans.
I wonder if he'll do like a response or a YouTuber apology. That'd be kind of hype.
It seems to be what it looks like. It's not a good look, really. It's just not a good look. I found a video about this. This just randomly popped up in my feed.
This is a video reactception.
I was going to talk about this, and then this popped up. But I checked just to make sure. I said, thanks for making this and making everyone aware. Can I show this on my live stream tonight? I'll be sure to recommend your channel. And Liger420.
Definitely go check out Liger420.
I've been a big fan for a while now. Thank you so much. So big up to Liger420. Thank you for letting me watch this video. Make sure you go subscribe to Liger420. Lots of good stuff.
Liger420 says, thank you.
I got it timestamped to right where.
So
okay.
on September 1st, Pine Park did a giveaway with Bay Smokes. And right off of that, a lot of you are probably going to be like, that's why it went wrong, because Bay Smokes was involved. And I can't really blame you that much because of this case. So they would announce this 1 pound giveaway on their Twitter with a video.
Listen, Twitter, we're giving away a pound, alright? We're teaming up with Bay Smokes to bring this right.
I would love to be able to give away a pound.
All you gotta do is retweet. Comment down below.
Hit the fucking like button if you want me to give away a pound one day.
That's real tight.
Yeah, that sounds great. Please, I'll enter.
Yeah.
A few weeks after that video, they announced the winner of the giveaway. And everything seemed good. The viewer got their free pound. Everyone was happy. But the person that got that free pound got sick from that pound. And guess where that pound came from? Bay Smokes.
Big name online dealers, please stop sharing fake videos of your bud when it only looks like this and takes an entire 14 grams to fill something. This had mold on it and it's drier than your granny on a Saturday night.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Luckily, I was only sick a couple of days, not to mention came with a string attached. I cannot support this any longer.
A couple of days?
I talked to this homie, Hilly Doe, the Feral MILF 420 on Twitter. Go give
That's
the
a funny
homie
name.
follow
Go
right
hard.
here. I reached out to homie, and she said she did get sick, and she's about to go to the doctor soon to see what the fuck is going on. And so that's not good. That's not good at all.
No.
We've taken a turn for the absolute worst. This is as bad as it could be.
And they said luckily only a couple of days. Luckily only. A couple of days seems like a long sickness and a serious problem to me.
Yes. All right, let's continue.
Eric Kahn responded to someone asking him about this giveaway. So someone in the community tweeted at Tim and Eric saying, hey Tim and Eric, we are all just curious how long until you guys speak up about doing a giveaway with Bay Smokes for an LP of Moldy Bud. Got one of our members in the community sick.
I have a quick question for the chat. I want to set a goal and I want to do it for a strain review. So if there is a strain that you know I've grown before or you want to hear a review on, give your recommendations in the chat, because I've been kind of itching to want to do one, but I don't know what strain to do it for. So I'm going to set a goal for the super chats. Give your recommendations on a strain, and I'll pick one of your strains to set up for the goal.
This is actually the
That or I'll
tweet
pick one.
that I saw under one of the Eric Kahn posts that put me onto this whole story in the first place. The only thing good that came from that was bringing the exposure of you two that will work with anyone and how shitty Base Smokes really is. Thanks for that, I guess. And just to be clear, I've worked with Base Smokes in the past. Do you remember the video I did for Base Smokes? I don't even know if I did it for Base Smokes. I just remember they sent me some stuff and I put it in a video. I talked all about their stuff. And before I did, like, I made sure they had tests and everything looked Gucci from my end. These are one of those companies that are like really aggressive with YouTube promotion. So they reach out, they try to get their stuff in
That's
a bunch
wild.
of YouTubers' hands and
Right.
in a bunch of YouTube videos. That's one of their like promo tactics. So I just look.
Speaking of YouTuber deals, right? Did you guys see the stuff with Honey, the browser extension? That shit absolutely went hard. And if you guys want to watch that, it's not cannabis related, but if you guys want to get updated on that, you never heard of that, we can watch videos on that as well after we get through these first two topics.
Looked at my emails, and Base Smokes actually tried to reach out and do some videos with me again back in July, and I'm so glad I didn't accept this.
And yeah, I worked with Base Smokes, and the shit I had, it seemed fine. Like, I made sure there was testing. Like, I wasn't going to show it on the channel unless the products had testing to show they were safe. They had testing to show they were safe. And if
I would like to know, like, the stuff they got was safe. So I would like to know what's going on in the back end. Is Base Smokes, like, giving out product he knows is bad? Or is it just product that just is a small part of what happened to go bad? Because when you get into a big company and you're trying to, like, outreach and get more promotion and make deals with all these people and stuff, it can sure be hard to keep track of all this kind of stuff. So I really want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, sending out someone, allegedly sending out someone bad product twice is not a good look.
I remember, this has been a long time ago, and I tried to look this up today. I had eventually taken my video that featured Base Smokes off my channel. It's been so fucking long ago, I can't remember, but it's gone. So that's one thing that I wanted to be clear about, though. Just because you worked with Base Smokes, I don't see that as a bad thing, because I've worked with Base Smokes, and they had enough info that I could check out, and they seemed absolutely legit. I definitely didn't get any moldy weed. And if I would have got some moldy weed, that would have been a different thing. I don't think Eric Kahn had a bag of moldy weed, and he looked in it and said, oh yeah, I'll fucking recommend this.
I wouldn't imagine that's how it went at all.
No,
Hopefully
there was-
not.
Not at all.
I don't think there's any way he could have known that was going to happen.
No, I mean, otherwise, of course not, because no one would do that. No one would do that. So it was obviously something that was after the fact that he had no idea about.
And if they're gonna, yeah, that's a great point. And if they're gonna send Eric Kahn some weed to show off on his Pine Park channel, don't you think they're gonna like send him the best of the best stuff they have? They're gonna like look at it at the very minimum. They're gonna at least look at it before they send it out.
Yeah, this is like their advertising bud. Like this
This is like their commercial bud.
Yeah, this is the window. This is what would be in the window if they had a shop on
And
the
this
street.
is for a pound giveaway. This is a big giveaway. They were putting a lot into this campaign, probably, you know?
Yeah.
And they're telling how much he got paid. He has a huge following. So that's bad. So you would think that everything's about to get fixed now, right? Seems like everything, now that we know what's going on, that everything will now get fixed, right?
And this
Hopefully.
would cause Eric Kahn to reply.
It says, you're acting like I shipped that bullshit or we knew beforehand, which I agree. He probably didn't know beforehand, and he isn't the one who shipped it. It says, as soon as the winner complained, we got them another ASAP, and I definitely won't be giving away any of their shit anymore. And like I said, I reached out to the winner of this
Wait, so
contest
did
on
they give
Twitter,
out
and
someone
they told me
else's
they
weed
were
then?
offered more
Okay.
of the same Base Smokes product, which why you would want more of the same product from the same company, neither me nor they could understand. That doesn't make sense. Sorry, that was moldy. You want me to send you some more? Okay, so Eric did have a good point in his reply. We didn't ship this ourselves. We didn't know. And I'm not going to give away any of this stuff.
Okay. So he got Base Smoke product, and they wanted to do a thing with him. He got the pound and kept it sealed and said, we're going to give this away. Fantastic. He gives it away, it happens to be bad, and then they reach out to him and said it was bad product, and he says, alright, we're going to get some new product to them from the same company. Or he says, I definitely won't be giving away any of their shit anymore. So he's saying that he's going to give away his own pound? What's up? Good morning, Anthony. Zombie Assault Team. I remember that show. It was carelessness. They shouldn't be medical suppliers. They've opened themselves up to legal issues. Yeah, it seems like they handled it pretty terribly. Because, for some reason, we're buffering, but... Oh, shit. I hope our internet's not, like, going down or something. It is super windy outside, so things could be getting
that bullshit
weird.
we knew beforehand, which I agree he probably didn't know beforehand.
But
and
I don't
he
know.
Isn't the one who shipped it? So
But it seems to be not being handled very well. It seems like a very shitty situation. And personally, if I were to do a giveaway like this, I would feel weird about getting an unopened package, keeping it unopened, and giving it away. I would either want test paperwork that comes with it, or I would want to open it myself, take a look at the product, not necessarily consume any of the product before giving it away, because that would be fraud, but opening the product, seeing what we got, doing kind of a look around, making sure that it's good and that it's not going to get anybody sick, doesn't look like it has any powdery mildew or any mold on it, bud rot, all that good kind of stuff. Just to make sure that my conscience is clear. And maybe that's a little bit of OCD from me, but it seems like that's something I would want. Hit 300,000 subscribers. I see that now. That's very awesome. I subscribed, at the beginning of the week when he did that collab with Pigeons, or was it last week? I don't know. It doesn't matter. He does a good
as soon as the
show.
winner complained, we got them another ASAP. And
Congratulations to
a
a strange show. I know they probably don't watch my channel, but they responded to a comment of mine that
on Twitter, and they
just
told me
by
they
itself
were
means a lot.
offered more of the same Bay Smokes product, which why you would want more of the same product from the same company, neither me nor they could understand.
If it
That doesn't
okay,
make
it
sense.
is going
Sorry
further
that
now.
it's moldy.
All
You
right.
want me to send you some more? Okay, so Eric did have a good point in his reply. We didn't ship this ourselves. We didn't know. And I'm not going to give away any of this stuff anymore. And yeah, I wouldn't expect you to give away any of it anymore because, you know, it's shown itself to be getting people in your community sick. So, of course, you wouldn't give it away anymore. That seems to be understood. But what's really fucking weird, what's even more weird about this is this part. So if you go
How does it get
here
weirder?
to conkush.com, to Eric Kahn's website, THCA flower, rosin carts, more legal cannabis. But if you go to buy the pounds, #1 bulk supplier, look who's popping up in our face. It's Bay Smokes. We can get an exclusive deal. Let's say I don't want the exclusive deal. I just want to get some weed that my favorite.
That's dope. I've seen Liger 420 made a video about the next YouTuber to be hitting 1 million subs. Will probably be Drew. Is sharing, but awesome to see the community moving up. For sure, man. And I think it's really been just a big part of everyone starting to work together. I see it really big in the commentary communities, you know, like Wendigoon, Turkey Tom, Oompaville, Moist Critical, fucking Papa Meat, all kind of work together and lift each other up and do like big collaborations with each other. And like, even if they're not working directly with each other, they do talk about each other a lot and kind of plug each other's stuff subtly, but it's still there. I think that is a big thing that we need to integrate into the cannabis community if we're going to survive, especially on this platform that victimizes us. We only have each other, we only have our community, and if those are the only guys who are going to support us, we need to support each other. I did a video about community infighting, and that's a big thing, and we do need to call each other out on things and keep each other accountable. for our actions when something seems a bit sketchy or is objectively wrong. But the best thing to do in response to a situation like that, in my opinion, is just be like, all right, guys, I fucked up. Not going to do it again. I either cut all ties with these people or called them out myself, and we'll see where it goes from there. Keep it kind of short and sweet. Don't bring your fucking dog on camera. Don't cry and do like a pathetic, typical YouTuber apology or something like that. Just be like, hey, fucked up. Won't happen again. Let's see if we can move on. Collaboration, not competition. Hit the nail right on the fucking head. Canna suppliers should be irridating their products in the same way fruits and vegetables are irridated in bulk or for large scale stores. Ideally, make sure everything's on the up and up.
Con Kush. Well, fucking, I'll be a son of a bitch. This looks like a bunch of photos of Bay Smokes.
They all look the same.
They all look very, very similar. But look, Nick, this is the same stuff. This is Con Kush.
Exactly
this
the
is
same stuff.
His website.
Yeah.
By the pounds, #1 bulk supplier, Bay Smokes.
Whoa.
It's still on the website, which I don't get, because I mean I get it that you're not gonna give away anymore, but you're still got it for sale.
What the
That's
fuck?
Not a good look. Make it
No,
make
no, no.
sense to me, Nick. I don't understand what's happening here.
I guess it's not a good look, but I guess you also can't expect to just be like, shut it down.
Why can't you expect that? That's exactly what I expect. That's exactly what the fuck I expect. You shut it the fuck down. What
Yeah,
do you mean?
I don't know.
Nick, imagine if this happened to us.
Yeah, you might want to pause and do a lot of checks and balances before you continue service.
Don't
Radiation
you think that
sterilization
if I told you
is dirt
those two
cheap.
things that I just
It does have its downsides at the same time, though. I'd rather just ideally get to the spot where we don't need any of that to create quality product, because you really don't. That's just to make it safer, and if your stuff's not going to make you sick in the first place, and even if it don't have moldy smoke, indeed, but you can grow quality cannabis that doesn't have moldy smoke, doesn't have moldy weed, and grow it in just without anything, without radiation or any of that stuff. So if we could get to the point where we could realize, hey, not all this stuff is bad for you, but as long as we can grow it without getting this and get it out to our consumers and have a safe product without going over on the sterilization, therefore ruining the product, and we're not there yet. So I think homegrown is just the way to go. Like, I've got plants in fucking week 4, and you know what? If we hit half our goal, if we get 5 super chats, I'm saying it right now, I'll show my garden on stream right now. I was going to make that the goal originally, but I didn't know if the lights were going to be on. They are turned on now. So if we hit 5 super chats, $2 a piece, we'll go see the garden after we're done talking all this drama.
said that the very next thing I would say would be, I have to take this shit off my website right now and
Yeah.
stop fucking with these people.
Yeah, 100%. You're right. I guess I was imagining them just shutting down the whole thing, the whole operation.
You can't. I'm not saying shut down the company of Bay Smokes. I'm saying,
Absolutely, with that one company, shut it down. You're right.
but this is what he says on the tweet. I definitely won't be giving away any of their shit.
One pound giveaway, I would want to send it out to my best, but not some lower end product I had. Yeah, ideally you would want to send out your best product, because that's really not a huge fucking L either. Like, sure, you could potentially get like $1,500 worth of product or $2,000 worth of profit, like whatever the fuck a pound's selling for, but you're only really losing what you spent on making the pound. And if that's like, you spent $500 on making a pound of weed, or it comes out to $500, whatever you spent to make it, and you take that L, but you're showing someone the best representation of yourself, that one giveaway could result in them buying from your store thousands of individual times over the next 20 years. Which could result, like tens of thousands of dollars, depending on who they are.
Anymore. Let's keep going.
And this would cause the person.
And if they only take the pound, so what? you spent $500 to never have them at your store again
To
because they don't
comment
like your
issues.
stuff.
So it's important to point out the person who got replied to this and says it has nothing to do with Eric or Tim. I hold one name responsible, and it's the one on the package, meaning Base Smokes. Nothing but love and respect for these fellas. They reached out almost immediately and cared about my health, unlike the actual BS. I just want awareness to what they're doing.
Well, that part's great.
Yes, it is. So if you understand that part, it's like you gotta understand. Well, then you can't just keep selling this weed.
It
from
can
this
be.
company. Like I understand that all of the weed.
But at the same time, you can't, like, pay someone in exposure unless they are doing this sort of thing with you, if that makes sense. But at the same time, if you're paying for bad exposure, you are taking a big fucking L. And if you're paying for good exposure, which is why they go for, like, these top brands, because it has to be the one-sided. And I know that's not what you're saying, but I don't know, you triggered the artist in me that's like, oh, well, if you give me this art, I'll pay you an exposure.
From this company isn't going to
But I get what you're
necessarily
saying.
be moldy because one brand is like because one batch is moldy. But if you're like partnered with a brand that has shown you that they will just send to your community a big old bag of moldy bud,
Not a good sign.
that's not a good. What's going to stop them from doing it again? This was for a giveaway. What's going to stop them from doing it when there's money on the line?
Right.
I do
Literally.
understand the THCA thing says Rabbit 1124. It's good for lots of people, but you got to watch these places because a lot of these companies that are selling THC online, they're not like actually abiding by any state rules or regulations. Like
'Cause they don't need to.
We grow some bud here in a dispensary in Colorado. We're required to do all this stuff by the state so they can like track it from seed to sale is what they call it, even though it's really from clone to sale. All kinds of stuff that is required by the state law.
I agree safety first, but there is a very good, like, middle ground where it's like you can be safe without taking, like, crazy precautions. Like, using Germ-X instead of boiling your hands in a pot of water, I feel like is a good, like, analogy to that. I'm pretty faded, so if I'm talking slow, I'm a little bit faded, and I'm tired. I had a wake and bake session this morning. But basically, like, yeah, be safe. Make sure your product is good, and there's no, like, obvious signs of mold. Inspect your product. Look at it after you put it through a grinder, that kind of stuff. And be safe in that way. And also do your best not to ruin your product. Because, like, exposure to light's going to degrade the THC. The temperature, higher temperature is going to evaporate the terpenes and all this kind of stuff. Just make sure you're making good product. That's all I really care about.
But if you don't necessarily operate out of any certain state, you just sell to people in the United States, maybe you're not, following these same rules as stringently. And just like we've seen on this channel before, even in the legal industry, even if you are getting tested as stringently, you can get bud past the test that isn't necessarily clean. But if you're sending out, like, this is like you said, Nick, this is their promo bud. If you're sending this out, this is not a good look. Now, there is another thing to consider. If this bud was just packaged up in a package while too moist, it could have went in the bag looking fine, could have got sealed up and then molded in the bag during transport.
I think the
How
same
long was
thing.
transport? How long was this stuff in a bag? It could happen.
I don't know. Maybe somebody was ready for that pound, and they were like, "Oh shit, it's not ready." And they're like, "No, send it. We have to do it because we said
have
we
to
would.
seal it up.
Yep.
We have to send it. Send it now. We don't have time to dry it."
Well, if that's the case, then that's still another bad look for your
Bad.
company.
Yes,
that you're going to
absolutely.
cut corners to. I would rather the company hit me up and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, this is going to be late. Like, we got to
I agree with this chatter over here. Mud Swat, we should be able to sell at farmers markets. 100%. I can't wait to get to that point. I'll be right back. I gotta blow my nose, do disgusting, like, sick people shit. But I will be right back. We'll finish this video. Get into the next one, see what the fuck he's been up to, and then we'll switch over to pigeons, see what the fuck's going on with that life sentence. Alright, I'm back. I also switched to a t-shirt and put my hair up because it's hot as shit in this room. So I thought some of those UVC bulb, or I bought some of those UVC bulbs, but with ozone. I don't know too much about the special bulbs.
Let the shit dry a little
I'm gonna
bit.
be
And
honest.
The last thing you want to do,
But
when
I
you
could
have a
look into
channel
'em.
all about cannabis, is like put out some cannabis for your viewers, and they're like, "Oh, cool! Strange Show has for sale. I'm gonna buy that." Then they get it and they're like, "Oh, this is garbage."
Exactly. That's what you're all about. It's like ordering food from Gordon Ramsay and it's like trash.
Yeah,
That would
it's like
suck.
Gordon Ramsay teaming up with Del Taco, and also like it's gonna be it would just be real disappointing. I don't want my name attached to nothing dirty or nothing that isn't like real nice. You
Yeah,
know?
of course not. No.
If it's not like, it would need to actually be extra nice.
that
For
ideally
me
it would
to
be the
attach,
nicest.
want to attach my name
Yeah.
to it. Like extra nice, not just normal. This stuff's nice. I'm talking about extra nice, Nick, because that's sort of your reputation. How is anyone gonna trust anything you say if you told them to buy this weed because it's fire and you just rip them the fuck off? But does anyone
Yeah, I
in
would
this
be very
chat know
upset.
how this base smokes is still up for sale on Eric Khan's website after someone in his community has already gotten sick from it? Make that make sense to me, please.
Por favor.
It just
It's
doesn't
probably
compute.
because
Nicholas, his
money-
whole website is Base Smokes. Check contact us, says John.
The
That's
very
not
little
good.
money
Who
that
buys
he's gonna
weed
get
in the
after
mail,
this?
says Jason Duckman. A lot of people
Honestly.
actually buy weed in the mail because a lot of places still have shitty cannabis laws or expensive websites. I only buy weed in the mail because Indiana sucks ass, says Therapy. See? Trisha B says
That's
Yola
fair.
is honest. See, that's what I want to think too.
What's
I
up, certified old
disagree with
guy?
Anyone who says otherwise.
Good to see you in the
Don't
chat.
tell me that Dope Yola is honest, and I believe it. I believe Eric Khan is honest too. I'm not saying that Eric Khan isn't honest. I don't want to make that mistake. I'm not saying that he's dishonest.
Oh.
I'm just saying that this is probably just an oversight.
So you use those bulbs while they're in the growing process? I thought you like used it to cure the butt or like help cure it and kill stuff after the chop. That's very different.
It's maybe a substantial oversight. Maybe don't oversee. I'm tongue-tied. This isn't an oversight you should make. This seems like something
Yeah,
that
no.
should be fixed. Your homies are getting sick, and that's not chill. No one's trying to deny it, and it seems like he's not going to do any more giveaways with them. That's good. But as like we're looking at on the stream right
okay.
now, it's like
That's pretty
all
fucking
over the
cool.
website still. Just like
I'll
someone
definitely have
just
to
said
look
in the
into that.
comment. It would be very easy to pass it by.
Yeah, it's hard to like even when you have it in your hands and you're breaking it down. Sometimes it's hard to even notice then, unless you're really like paying attention to what you're doing. Which makes me imagine that it might have been bad, but might not have been so bad that it's absolutely unnoticeable. Like obviously she smoked some of it and didn't even notice it until later. Like she didn't open it and like smell it and look at it and be like, "This is bad." Otherwise, she would have never gotten sick. You know?
That's a great fucking point. If it was
That's fair. I smoked some joints during a Christmas party. And I smoked 3, right? With my mother-in-law and with my aunt. And my aunt got me fucking sick. That's why I'm sick right now. No one fucking told me. I had no inclination. I thought that bitch just had a smoker cough. For the record. And I smoked with her. And now I'm fucking sick again. Right at the tail end of me getting over my sickness last time. So I'm super fucking petty about it. I'm bringing my own smokes and only smoking my own shit from now on. That's fucking bullshit. Fuck that family. But anyway, basically, I smoked these 3 joints, and every single time I felt irritated by it, and I felt like I was getting more and more nauseous. And I was like, well, there's no way these Dispo pre-rolls can get any worse, right? Or there's no way that 3 of them in a row are going to make me feel bad. And I just got even worse. And maybe some of it's from the junk food, sure, but it was a different kind of fucking sick. So I don't know what dispo these people are going to or why the hell they're buying pre-rolls, but you should stop, buy quality product, and roll your own shit for the love of fucking God.
was really, really obvious at first glance, you probably wouldn't have ever smoked any to get sick in the first place. And that all makes sense. And I understand completely how something like this could happen. It's unfortunate. We've covered a few ways it could happen, though. It could happen. But Nick, if it happened to you, I don't think I would go on your website the next week and see this shit still for sale on your website. I'm just pretty sure you would take it down.
Okay. So that's that situation. Now, did he say it's getting worse? Says it's not good. Took a wild turn. So what the fuck else happened?
Mold situation just keeps getting worse. And now he's saying funny stuff about me in his live streams. He's leaving great comments on my channel, and he's made some recent remarks that
All right, let's read this. Let's read this comment actually.
So this Eric Kahn mold situation just keeps getting worse. And now he's saying funny stuff about me in his live streams. He's leaving great.
Not gonna add anything beside my response at 8:50. I knew that batch was if I knew that batch was bad, I wouldn't have shipped it. Simple as that. Which, fair enough. But you sold it on your website. Very funny how these comments are praising other creators who are working with the exact same brand. And also funny how they didn't get a video. Enjoy the biggest video you'll have this year, brother. Maybe you can use my name again later to boot, which is just so fucking cope. Eric Kahn, for the record, I know you're coping because I never heard of you before this fucking drama. Strange Show brought your name up, and you don't like it because it's bad. It's a bad thing that you did that you're apparently not taking accountability for. So Eric Kahn, if you're going through and you are picking out people who are going over your shit, finding out what you did, and apparently not taking accountability for, and you say if you knew it was a bad batch you wouldn't have shipped it, simple as that, that would be fine. Say I'm sorry, and it won't happen again. I will take extra measures, and not all this fucking cope at the end. It's easy. Just don't fucking do that. Because now you're trashing him for keeping you accountable. And that is not a good look. Because a drama video is going to get a lot of views. That is the nature of YouTube. That is the nature of humans, if you have not caught up yet. But let's continue. How did you make it worse?
Comments on my channel, and he's made some recent remarks that are very interesting.
If I sold some that people up, honestly, that would be a cancelable situation. I'm not gonna lie.
And remember that
arguably the giveaway is too.
It's gonna come back up again in just a second. And in all of these clips we're about to watch, I have blurred some parts of the video. There might also be some bleeps and stuff like that, but you already know how YouTube is with this kind of video, so I just wanted to make sure I wasn't violating any terms of service, which I'm not. YouTube, this video does not violate any terms of service. And these clips that we're going to watch are not my clips. These came from a live stream from Eric Kahn that is now deleted, but in this video I'm going to be using them under the laws of fair use. So since we're doing commentary and criticism and things like that, this is fair use. But if this video does just disappear for some reason, it's probably because of an unfair copyright strike. But if the video
let's hope this small channel can keep it up.
I'll post it on my website, I'll send it out on my mailing list, and I'll just keep putting it back on YouTube until I can get around that copyright strike.
Fair enough.
That happens. So I just seen some really great stuff in Eric Kahn's live stream that is directly related to this video. This is the video I put out last week, and if you haven't seen it, I'll link that down in the description because that's sort of where all of this started. But I'll just recap that video real quick in case you haven't seen it. So Eric Kahn and Pine Park did a giveaway on their YouTube channel where a viewer won a free bag of flowers, roses. But when this viewer got the bag of flowers, it was all moldy, and since they didn't realize, they used the flowers anyways and got all sick. And when the viewer reached out, they did offer to send her some more of the same moldy flowers.
Do you want more of their moldy flowers?
Oh, this is just a mistake. My bad. I didn't mean to do this. We didn't ship this stuff, and we're sorry that...
That guy's a genius? Which guy? I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
This person got some moldy flowers. Won't happen again, my bad. But then everyone was noticing that the same company he teamed up with to get these moldy flowers in the first place was the same company that powers his whole website. Everything he sells on
Isn't
his
that a
website
crazy
comes
coincidence?
from this company with the moldy flowers. And me and my brother were watching this on the Medicated Mondays live stream, and I asked the question, if this company was sending flour to your viewers that was nasty and moldy and made them sick, why would you still be selling their flour? And there's a lot more to that video, a lot of nuances we discussed and reasons why we talked about how this could happen. And that was about a week ago. And then like 2 nights ago on Eric Kahn's live stream, this got brought up to him live. And when they brought this up, he did not seem happy at all. And this all started on his stream when somebody made a super chat trying to like advertise their company or something, and Eric said that their stuff was bunk and that it was probably dangerous. So this is a live stream that I've blurred some things out in, and I've added some closed captioning at the bottom just so we can make sure we can understand what he says. Because there was like really loud music.
Yeah, he does a
on the
really
stream
good
that I
show.
had
The
to
Strain
remove so we could
Strain
clearly
show.
understand
He does a
what
really
he's
good
saying.
show. It's obvious he puts a lot of effort into it.
Whoa. Hell nah. I would say stay the fuck away from that website. That shit's dangerous. They're probably selling bunk.
Okay. So he says, stay away from that website. That stuff's probably dangerous. They're probably selling some bunk. Which we'll see in just a second is a very odd comment for him specifically to make. But after he made that comment that said their website was probably bunk and dangerous, these people left another super chat. So the new super chat says, Eric, you just got caught selling moldy stuff to the Feral MILF 420, but you want to call our stuff bunk. You're a funny guy. And the Feral MILF 420 they're referring to in the comment is the person that received this giveaway of the moldy stuff. That's their Twitter handle. We're going to touch more on their Twitter stuff in just a second. But let's see what Eric has to say about this comment.
Eric, you just got caught selling moldy to that Feral MILF 420, but you want to call our shit bunk? You're a funny guy.
Hell nah. I didn't sell. That's crazy that you thought I sold that. You just misunderstand the situation.
Okay.
I didn't sell it. I gave it away. I gave away that moldy weed. Get your facts straight.
Misunderstand the situation. Hey, this guy's selling absolute bunk to you guys. Do not do it. Do
Pretty
not
much.
do it. Do not do it. Then he's throwing false claims around.
Ha ha ha. He thinks it's so funny.
Maybe next time, buddy. Maybe next
What a
time.
fucking
He
loser.
said I got caught. Maybe next time, my guy.
He sounds like a
Hey.
fucking cartoon.
Thanks for the $1, bitch.
So he said, that's funny that you thought I got caught selling it. That's funny. Ha ha ha. Thanks for the $1, bitch. And then he sort of just moves past it. And he doesn't talk about this again until we get another super chat. It says, so then why did Strange Show, oh hey, that's me, do a whole video titled This Eric Kahn mold situation is not good? Why did the Feral MILF receive moldy stuff from you? If you don't want moldy stuff from a life.
This is going to be a very hard response to deviate your responsibility from. So is he going to be like straight up, I gave it away. It was a giveaway and this company sent me this weed, blah, blah, blah.
Here, check out our site. They went in. If you
Or is he
don't
going to
want
be
moldy
like,
stuff
oh,
from a player, check
well,
out
I
our
didn't
site.
sell
But
it,
when he
if
heard
that's what
his
you're
comment was
asking.
saying, he tried to quickly move it off the screen so the rest of the stream couldn't see it. But he did address.
I've been growing weed since the early 60s, but I still got schooled by that guy. Yeah, I mean, man, I get schooled by every fucking cannabis content creator. Yet everyone says my shit's good around me, and it's some of the best stuff they've ever seen. And I'm like, yeah, well, I probably don't grow weed like him. But yeah, a big thing that people misunderstand is that time doesn't necessarily mean experience. Like, obviously, you get a lot of experience in time, but I meet a lot of old growers. I'm not saying you do this. I'm saying a lot of old growers I know, like oldie guys, just do the same shit over and over and over again and act like they have all this experience, like all this grow experience, but really they're just living the same year over and over and over again. Maybe they get better at, like, the technique they do, and maybe they have it boiled down to their own little science and they do the same thing over and over again, but they don't experiment with a lot of different ways to grow. They don't continue learning as much. They just kind of get stuck in their little rut, and then it's like whatever weed they grow, and they don't like change is a big thing, and I have that a lot. I also don't necessarily like change, but I've come to embrace it over the past couple of years.
Address it. He talked about this a lot, so let's hear what he said.
You know what I mean? The duo Minecraft stream would be
So then why did
Hilarious.
Strange Show do a whole video titled "Is there a con mold situation not good"?
Did you
Was
watch?
it a
Did you?
fact or
Did you?
almost
Did you? This guy did.
That's why I thought discovering Canna YouTube was like the best thing for me. Because I know you guys probably don't want to hear my life story. But basically, when I started like really wanting to get into growing weed, in the beginning of it, it was me and 2 other people. So a team of 3. A guy named Richard, I'm using fake names, and a guy named Yaius. And we basically cleaned out Richard's parents' garage because he was living with his mom at the time. I don't know if he still does. But we cleaned out the garage, and we were going to set up these rooms in a perfect climate and be able to grow all in this room. And we were going to start out growing autos because a lot of beginners like to do that because for some reason it was a little intimidating wanting to do photo period for a lot of reasons, like light stress and not understanding how the lighting actually worked and timing and whatever. We didn't understand all that. So we were like, all right, we're going to grow a bunch of autos in this room. We're going to pop a bunch of seeds. We're going to grow a bunch of weed. We're going to start a company. We didn't know what to call it. I suggested the name Cannabis Express, which is where Cannabis Express 420 comes from. And then they thought it was a bad name at the time. So I discovered Cannabis YouTube along the way after we ended up splitting ways for a bunch of different reasons. And if you want to hear more about that, I could possibly do a video about it one day, but not today. And then I start this YouTube channel on my very first grow ever. I said, because of Pigeons 420, because of Canucks, Mr. Canucks, because of Mr. Grow It, because of Rob from CLTV, I am going to also do this because it seems so fun to document my experience, and I would love to have people follow along and watch my entire journey, have it all be out in the open, and share every single part of the experience that I possibly can from day one. So I wanted all of it to be documented from day one. And so far, so good. I have now done crazy shit, like grown some of the best weed that I've ever smoked, some of the best weed that other people have ever smoked. I've worked with Mr. Grow It. I've been mentioned by Pigeons 420, these people I started watching before I even started growing. I now have free Chill Out OG in my closet, and it never would have happened without you guys. It never would have happened without young me breaking up a dream with my friends. I mean, maybe it could have happened, but we would all be teamed up together. It would be very different, but it would be very cool. Good morning, Hades, Headies. Whew. So that's my little rant on kind of how the beginning of my life went.
Didn't even watch the video. That's how you guys know this guy's clueless. That's how you guys know if this guy's clueless.
It's clueless.
They're even on my side in the video.
They're on your side?
They're on my side in the video. Like, if you watch the video, they're like, yeah.
They give you the benefit of the doubt.
Eric Kahn, did you watch my video? Because as we're about to see, that's not really what my video said.
It seems
Now,
like
I
he just
will
heard
be
what he
honest,
wanted to
I was
hear.
very fair towards Eric in my first video. I said,
I
I don't
agree.
think he's a liar. I don't think he would intentionally get his community sick.
But he really
And I
sounds
said
like a cocky
everything that's
asshole.
going on is probably just some humongous oversight and some horrible mistake. But I also brought up the fact that this same moldy stuff that was given away in the giveaway is the same stuff he sells on his website. So I was bringing up the question if he really doesn't want to get his community sick, and if this is just a big mistake, and if he isn't a liar, then why is this stuff still for sale on his website?
It's because he is a liar. He knows what's going on. He is sucking big corpo dick, it seems like. Big weed corpo, just for the money. It seems like it is very money ran. I'm growing Humboldt jelly donuts for seeds with colloidal silver, pheno hunting hundreds of seedlings. I hope you have good luck with that, man. I really want to grow the jelly donuts. And I also want to grow, what was it? The one that got triploided. but I don't want to grow the triploid version. Just donuts, I believe it was. I don't
And in
know.
that first video I did, I asked my live chat. Do you
No,
guys
it
think
was
he should end his
blueberry muffin is one of the genetics I want to grow from them. Blueberry muffin.
relationship with Bay Smokes? And it seemed like the majority of people agreed. Yes, he should. I definitely think he should. I thought he should then. I still think he should now. And that's the point I was trying to make. Is that, yeah, maybe you're not doing this on purpose, but you're still doing it. So now you have to stop. Because if you don't stop now you are doing it on purpose. Do you feel me? Y'all see what I'm saying.
He was
It's
doing it
still for
on
sale
purpose in
on
the
his
first place,
website.
but
We're
to
gonna
do
get
it
to
on
that
purpose
in a
with
second. Let's see
everyone's
what he said
knowledge
about
is
it.
just next level.
Like bread.
Like bread.
These guys like made an exposed video.
Like the
on
bread,
it.
bread, bread, bread,
I'm
bread.
on my side.
That stuff legit testing at 35%. That's fucking awesome. Congratulations. My first alleged 35%, 36%, somewhere around there, strain was Pink Tsunami. And when I was talking to the Future Genetics guy, I was like, is this really like, is this legit? He was like, that's the numbers we're getting tested at. I was like, God damn, bro. Because at the time, I never saw shit so high.
They just kind of use my name for clickbait in the title, and it's like, bruh.
No.
And it's like, bruh.
They use your
I
name
respect
because
you
it's
kinda,
relevant
like,
to the
being on my
situation.
side, but at the same time, it's like, bruh. You had to like use my.
No. No. Brain rot speak. I hate him. I hate Eric Kahn so much right now.
name for clickbait is kind of crazy. Using my name for clickbait is crazy. Because you got dumbasses like that who don't even watch the video and are like, just read the title and they're like, oh my god.
If they use the name Gordon Ramsay because they made a Gordon Ramsay reference, that would be for clickbait. I don't think you understand the definition of clickbait. I also don't think you understand the purpose of clickbait, Mr. Eric Kahn. I keep on forgetting your name even as we do this video, even though it's been said quite a few times. Clickbait is meant to get false attention for something that a lot of people know about with little to no relevance of the video. That video was all focused on you. It was putting a spotlight on you and your situation and what you did. And you are taking none of the responsibility and you're brushing it off because the Strange Show was nice enough to give you the benefit of the doubt even after seeing that you are selling the product that you gave away on your website. And you are giving no insight as to behind the veil what is going on in the operation, what exactly went wrong to get someone sick from essentially your product that you are selling because they are hosting your website. And why you still have ties with these people. You just keep on coping, saying the Strange Show was on your side, when in fact they were being more than fair to the situation in which you tangled yourself up in and are taking none of the responsibility for. Now what we need to hear is how the mold got into the product. Was it rushed out the door? Was it in the bag too long? Was it too moist when it was put in there? How exactly did you genuinely not know? Are you not doing product, like, observation, even? Are you not getting this test paperwork? Be transparent. Take responsibility. They were not on your side. They were asking questions. They did not use your name for clickbait because no one, other than the people in your little echo chamber, have ever heard of you. And based on the chat, a lot of people are coming into your chat because they saw your name on a more popular streamer's video. So what the fuck is going on?
God, Eric Kahn's a bad guy. Like, he had an exposed video made on him. But it's not even an exposed video. It's like a drama video almost.
What? Okay, this is f***ing crazy. This is an exposed video, a drama video. I'm using your name for clickbait, and I was on your side in the video. That's the claims you want to make to me right now?
Three
Fuck the
incorrect
fuck on.
claims.
That's just like an unfair thing to say, and it's a really weak hill to stand on, I think. Anyone that's ever watched my channel knows that almost all of my videos are just educational videos. This video right here is the third video I've ever made in 7 years of making YouTube content that talks about another content creator. This was originally just something I covered on a live stream for the same reason I covered.
And you ought to feel proud because 2 of those videos are about you, Mr. Eric Kahn. I keep on wanting to call you Cody Co because you're just a fucking another scumbag. But you're not Cody Co. You're Eric Kahn.
Everything else on my live streams just to keep people informed. One of the biggest YouTubers in the game was selling stuff that has been known to get his fans sick, and he wasn't bringing it up on any of his channels. He didn't talk about this on the main channel. He didn't talk about this on Pine Park. I didn't see this anywhere except...
And that's another fucking thing. The person you got sick was a fan of you, was someone who supported you, who you apparently like so much that you wanted to give them moldy weed and make them sick. I'm gonna get some water because my throat feels like I'm gargling fucking razor blades. But I'll be right back to talk more about Eric. I feel like I'm on the fucking weed version of Dr. Phil right now.
except for in the Twitter comments at the time. The homie Liger420 made a really sick video about this, and I wanted to share this smaller YouTube creator's content on my stream because I thought the stuff he was making was really dope, and I thought it was good information that everyone needed to see. Eric, if you were to look at my channel, you would see that most of these videos are educational. I get it that your channel isn't like this, and most of these videos you make are just like, hey, buy this thing, or check out this thing to buy, or check out this thing to buy.
Oh my god, he's a douche tuber? Those were douche tuber thumbnails. Wait a minute.
Everyone needed to see. Eric, if you were to look at my channel, you would see that most of these videos are educational. I get it that your channel isn't like this, and most of these videos you make are just like, hey, buy this.
Carts in the AirPods case? Exclamation point. 57,000 views.
Thing, or check out this.
The best trio to get blasted. These are like, this guy's like dollar store Goblins 420. Because at least Goblin 420 makes videos with some substance. Whether his stories are fake, whatever. I'm not here to fucking discuss that. I don't give a shit what kind of wildlife this guy was or was not living. At least he is entertaining. This does not seem entertaining. We could watch some of his videos to make fun of him, I guess.
I get that. Get your bag. I get it. But to say that my content was just some clickbait, that's not fair. This was information the community needed to know to literally stay safe. And this makes us all look bad, homie, because I'm a YouTuber also. And when other huge popular YouTubers that are in the same lane of content that I'm in start doing really shady stuff to their fans, well, that makes everyone think, oh, don't trust them shady YouTubers. They're all shady. They're all sketchy. And when you look at the comments on my video, you can see how true this really is. Imagine getting any
People like him, just like douche tubers in the commentary space and stuff like that. These people make being a YouTuber and aspiring to be a YouTuber make people look really bad. Without any extra explanation, basically, when you are the spotlight, like if I told people I was trying to be a YouTuber, like back in 2012 or 2015, people would probably think I was being, like, trying to be a Logan Paul or a Rice Gum or a replication of Filthy Frank and just being a fucking tryhard, instead of, like, being a true, fair, information-based, like, commentary channel. It's a terrible stereotype to be a fucking tied in with.
anything from these YouTubers, LOLOL. I wouldn't buy crap that a YouTuber is trying to sell me. It's not meant to work out in your favor. Never trust these shady, greedy influencers. None of them have your best interest in mind. They have your money on their mind. I'm so sick and tired of the hustle-oriented can of YouTubers. Quit buying from these wannabe smokers who slap their name on booth and who depend on free stuff to look.
And here's the thing, they're not even true fucking hustle culture, because everyone knows if you're in the hustle culture, you come by it fucking honestly, and you don't sell people fucking trash. For good fucking God's sake, man. Because these guys, like, are fake ass hustlers and they're selling shit. These are the same motherfuckers who would sell you heroin mixed with fucking baby powder or whatever the fuck drug dealers do that kill you.
Better off than they
Fentanyl.
actually are. It's a complete
Whatever the
facade.
fuck.
Them
They spike
YouTube
it with
promoters
bullshit.
Are a straight scam. Only newbies fall for the scam. So you see what I mean? When you're out here doing crazy stuff on this wildly popular YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers, it makes everyone not trust all YouTubers, including me. You're making all of us look bad, homie. So this is great. Eric Kahn says, not gonna add anything besides my response at 850, which I'm pretty sure is just the Twitter comment where he said the girl
Acting like I shit bullshit I knew beforehand. As soon as we got another. Yeah, but you got another from them, from the people who made them sick. Why? Because they host your website. Why? Because they sponsored the video. Definitely won't be giving away any of their shit anymore. But after the winner complained instead of brought up a concern,
seems a little weird
is
that you
also
used
funny.
The word complained when she was just like bringing it to your attention that this stuff was all moldy. If I knew that batch was bad, I wouldn't have shipped it. Simple as that. Very funny how these comments are praising other creators who are working with the exact same brand, and also funny how they didn't get a video, which is a fair point. There are a lot of other big creators that are using.
And here's another thing. If you're ordering weed over the mail, he used the word complain, and I feel like a actual, like, out of line complaint would be if she was like, oh man, like, I ordered this fucking weed in the mail, and guys, you would not fucking believe it. This shit came to me and it was flat. It looked like colorful fucking brickweed. It looked like some fucking Mexican brickweed, but it didn't have any seeds and stems in it. What? That would be an actual fucking complaint. Here's my thing, right? Like, when I order seeds on the internet, I 100% hardly expect them to survive the shipping, because for the love of God, I worked at Amazon. I understand some of the abuse these fucking boxes go through in their travels. If I got a, like, package that was completely smooshed, I would bring it up to the attention of the company that I brought it from. And I would wholeheartedly expect them to replace that product, because 90%, 100% so far of the seeds I bought have survived the shipping process. But if it weren't to happen, and I was a seed company, and someone said, hey, these seeds are broken, I am not able to plant these, this is how I got them out of the package, I'd be like, don't fucking worry, guy, I got you. And I would send them out a new package of seeds. I would not discard that as a complaint. I would be like, this is a genuine concern that a customer had. I don't exactly know what was faulty in the process. I don't know if it was the fault of my packaging. I don't know if it was the fault of the shipping process. Either way, we need to get this guy a new product, because this is a really bad look for us. But if I was selling moldy weed, I would find a way to make them get not moldy weed. What? I had one pack cooked over the summer. It took 5 days to get here, and they lost it a week. Bad seeds now. Yeah, that shit kind of fucking sucks, not gonna lie. They grow 10 different strains in the same tent and never grow the same thing twice. Name dropping strains for clickbait. Who are you talking about?
Using this same brand, so beware. I can't like literally make a video on every single one of them, but I mean, Eric, I'm sorry, you're one of the biggest creators in the game, so making a video about one of the biggest creators is a way to show how this is like a wider problem, you know what I mean? But it also says enjoy the biggest video you'll have this year, brother. Maybe you can use my name again later for a boost, which is hilarious. You can see the reply to his comment. Someone said this video is on the lower side of his views, and they're
Certified old guy. I had 3 packs of Seedsman seeds get cooked over the summer, and not one of them popped. But the company never even contacted me back. Very sorry to hear that. Very big L from Seedsman. I wonder why. I wonder if their customer service is lacking or what's going on there. Because if something sour is going over on Seedsman, which this is the first bad thing I ever heard about them, that they apparently didn't contact you back, and apparently it was over the summer, that could be bad.
correct. So just to be clear,
'Cause a lot of
when we
big
look at the
influencers
most
endorse
recent
them.
videos I made, these 4 videos I made right before I made the one that had your name in the title, 293,000 views, 160,000
Now's the time to ship for
views
sure.
on
Get
both
'em
of
in the
these.
winter.
This one only has 5,000 because it's age restricted, but 293,000 to 48,000, come on. So whatever, maybe you think it's clickbait, maybe you don't. I really don't give a shit. As long as people watch the video and they know what's going on, that's all that matters to me. But having Eric Kahn in the title and thumbnail...
Plus, if you have any grower friends or family, buying genetics for them, if all you need to ask them is a couple of things. Hey guy, what kind of seeds do you like? Do you like regular, feminized, auto? What do you like? And then all you gotta ask them is what terpene profiles, what effects they look for in their own medication. And then you can most likely plug those in to most any place and be like, bam, here is a huge selection of these seeds. If you pick any fucking 3 different packs of 3, that person is going to be so fucking happy on Christmas or New Year's or whenever the fuck you decide to buy them gifts if they have a birthday in the winter time or shortly after New Year's. Get them some fucking genetics, because god damn it, we always need more. It does not matter how big our collection is. If we have 50 seeds, 60 seeds with fucking 10, 30, 20 different strains, does not matter. We need more.
makes me get less views. We don't really have the same audience. There's not much crossover.
I am Green
think there's a
Giant.
big,
What's good,
big
man?
difference in the age of my viewers
Good to fucking
and
see ya.
Eric's viewers. But he's still got lots of fun stuff to say in his videos, so let's keep watching.
Bro, what the just happened? Here?
This is funny. I think there was a seed in his doink, and it like exploded. Maybe there's some seeds in this Bay Smokes too.
Literally, my whole just exploded. Dude, that was so.
Oh shit.
That was so annoying. That just like pissed me off. I can't believe that just happened, bro. Like literally everything possible. Bro, literally everything.
Oh, hide that. Hide that.
I'm just genuinely interested in the drama. I'll come full swing. When I live stream, I like going over drama. I'm either completely educational or completely fucking drama. I love drama. I hate being in my own. I try to avoid it at all costs. And it's not like I'm fucking tripping and falling over drama, or walking through a swamp of drama, because it's easy to fucking avoid. Just don't be an asshole and don't be a sellout, apparently.
that comment real quick. He hid that comment real quick. As soon as he seen that come up, as soon as he heard what that was about to be, he hid it real fast. But if you read this super chat, it said, yeah, I did watch it, talking about my video. And we reached out to the Feral Mill for
did watch it. Okay, he's just
20
reading
on
this,
IG.
basically.
We compensated her for the moldy stuff you sold her, which he didn't actually sell her. It was a giveaway. And
It was a
based on her
giveaway.
testimonial, it seems she prefers our product, which is lab tested through HPLC to prevent any kind of contamination. But you can see he like quickly moves that off the screen. But then when the next super chat comes in, he hears the notification, and I think
Dodging
he assumes it's gonna be
responsibility?
about the same thing, which sort of aggravates him. It seems like every time
I've
this
met a
is
few.
brought up on
I've
the
met a
stream,
few
that
seeds
it's
I
really
couldn't pop.
aggravating him a lot. I was
I'm
in
not
the live
embarrassed
chat
to
too.
say
I
it.
was asking these same kinds
I'm
of
man
questions,
enough.
and they were all
Even though it
getting
hurts.
ignored. I don't think he wanted to hear none of this on his live stream, and I can't blame him. He doesn't really seem to want his core audience to know about any of this. If you wanted everyone to know about this and the simple mistake you made, why not just
Here's the fucking thing. He should want everybody to know about it. He should be able to take responsibility for a single pound. You done? For a single pound being moldy. That's not really that big of a deal until you act like this. Pretty self-explanatory, no?
just make a video on your main channel to address it? Anyways, look at what he says now.
No one got sold moldy.
Your
No
eye
one got
woke up
sold
in a nap
moldy.
at
I don't know
1
where
a.m.
that
when I
narrative is
said
coming
how
from.
dirty.
I never sold it. No one ever sold it. No one ever bought moldy. You know what I'm saying? We teamed up with a questionable little company
Yep.
for a giveaway that we didn't touch, and then we made it right after. Like, you know what I'm saying? She didn't buy it.
Okay, he did make it right after. And he keeps saying just pretty vaguely, we made it right after. Which what they did is they offered to give this person more of the same product that they just received that was moldy. I've been
Yeah.
in touch with this person directly via Twitter, and she told me, yeah, they
Hey, I know I scratched your car and you asked for a paint redo, but I made it right. Okay, I busted your rearview mirror with a bat. All right, I made the scratch look not so bad.
just wanted to give me more of the same moldy stuff, and I don't know why they would want to do that, but that's how they made it right. They offered to just give some more of the same product, which if you've just got a pack from them that was all moldy, why would you want more of it? Doesn't make sense to me. But this next part, he says, is really telling and makes absolutely no sense at all. What the did I just watch? Check this out.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't buy it. That'd be crazy if she bought it. Honestly, that would be a cancelable situation. I'm not.
I think
gonna
this
lie.
is a
If
cancelable
I
situation
sold
just
some
because of your
shit-
fucking attitude. If something breaks all the time or it's just something cool you can have but don't need, that's fine too. Selling crap is one thing, being an influencer and getting discount codes so people can save money, the influencer gets a small percent, company saves money to compare to stores. Win. Yeah.
That fuck people up, then yeah. I would, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might have a little case right there.
Would I?
But it was a giveaway that we ran. You know what I'm saying?
Was it?
And then, like, shit. It was lesson learned. It was a lesson learned. Like, next time when we give something away, we'll ship it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you thought you could trust the company to, like, ship some good product. But that's not always the case. So, like, next time, we'll make sure what we're giving away is 100%. You know what I'm saying? That's
I
just a little
don't-
lesson learned.
Don't
But
exactly know what
selling
you're
is
saying.
crazy.
Is it?
Saying you're selling it is kind of nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Is it crazy to say you're selling it, Eric? Because you are currently selling it on your website right now. You have been selling it since before this started, and you're still
This guy's
selling
fucking
it
out of his
despite
mind.
everything you know now. You said yourself that you thought you could trust this brand to send out good stuff, which was not the case. And
And
in the
then
future,
you just let them
everything you
sell
send
more
out,
stuff.
You'll make sure you send it
Or
yourself
put out more
and that
shit.
it's nice and tested. I know you're just talking about the stuff that you're giving away, but what about the stuff you're actually selling and making profit?
Literally.
We don't care if that stuff's going out moldy, because if we go to your website, the Con website, and we look at who's supplying all of this, it's Bay Smokes. If we go to the bottom of the website and see who powers the whole damn website, it's Bay Smokes. You just said yourself that you thought you could trust Bay Smokes, but then you realized you can't.
Like, literally, this guy's like, hey, at least we didn't sell that bad product that we gave away. We gave it away. But how much are you fucking selling of that product? You're saying at least we're not selling it, but in the back of your pocket, you're fucking selling it. Like, it is your website that they are selling it through. If they had their own website and you did a giveaway from a completely separate company, that wouldn't be as big of a deal. But the fact that you are on the same website and they're selling through your website, that's the problem. What are you talking about?
You teamed up with a little questionable company. But now you're still teamed up with this questionable company, and you're still selling it on your website. I don't understand that. Somebody make this make sense to me. People have said, oh, maybe he's under a contract, and I don't give a Contracts can be broken. You break a contract if it means that if the options are you have to break a contract and pay some legal fee, or you get your fans sick with moldy flour, you break the contract and you pay the fee, homie.
Yeah, that's a no fucking brainer,
I'm
brother.
sure the same channels that are out here making videos about their new AMG Mercedes.
But if I break the contract with this company and I have to pay the legal fee, I might have to sell my fucking McLaren or whatever fucking Mercedes car. I won't be able to drive the nice car. I won't be able to fucking whip the whip, brother. I won't be able to do it. I won't. You gotta think of the influencer.
Benz, I'm sure you can afford to cancel this contract. You've got a million brand deals. You have your own brands. You're making tons of money. There's absolutely no reason this should go on. Even if this was your only income source that you had at all, and turning this off was going to mean that you can't pay the bills next month, you still turn this shit off. This is not acceptable in any way at all. You say if people were buying this, it would be crazy. And people are buying this. They're buying it from you because you recommend it and you vouch for it being safe and clean. And you put it on your website with your fucking name on it, even though you know already that they're willing to send out shitty stuff to your fans that literally gets them sick. This is people's health we're talking about. These are potentially medical patients. This ain't no fucking game, homie. This isn't no fucking clickbait shit. I take this shit serious, and I take people's health seriously, and you're making me look bad and all YouTubers look bad. This is all around bad. And I'm speaking to you right now directly, Eric, because apparently you watched my video. What the are you doing, homie?
I also spoke to him
Grow
directly,
up.
but he probably
Do
doesn't
better.
know who I
You
am.
say yourself that it would be crazy.
He's got too
to
much
sell
clout
it while
in his
you
brain.
continue to sell it. What are you talking about, homie?
But I guarantee you he'd copyright strike my shit real fucking fast.
Company's fault, not your fault. It's like I'd say 90% the company's fault, and then 10% my fault. Like I would
switch
apologize
those
for
around.
not, like checking.
I don't know if you guys have watched Squid Game Season 2, but I would switch his fucking odds because it is 90% his fault because it's his fucking website. If I had a website and I was selling fucking trimmers through there and they came in and didn't have fucking blades, that would be 90% my fault because god damn it, I should know the fucking product I'm selling. If I ever, I'm gonna put it right fucking here, if I ever set up anything with a product, if I put my name on any shit, it's because I have smoked their product, I have used their product, and I believe in their product 100%. And if for whatever fucking reason their shit goes sour eventually, I will be the first to know because a lot of these brand deals will give people shit for free, which means he's smoking for free most likely and making a ton of fucking profit, meaning he could buy his own weed, but decides to smoke whatever boof this is, and probably has lost 90% of his brain cells, which is why he has such fucking content brain. And I don't mean that as a compliment. Sure, you have a million fucking subs, but what does it mean when you don't give a fuck about any of them and don't believe they're people, they're just numbers on a fucking screen. Your name means nothing. Your reputation means nothing, even to yourself. You have a fucking Mercedes-Benz, for Christ's sake, that looks really fucking nice, my man. And it seems like you've lost the ability to take accountability for your actions. This is a recipe for fucking disaster. And even if my channel stops growing at like 120,000 subscribers or something like that, and I'm able to make a living and all that good stuff, I will consider that a fucking blessing, and I will want for fucking nothing. But all this guy wants is money and clout, which is why he has so many brand deals, but isn't willing to take accountability for their fuck-ups, because he likes money and does not care about his reputation. This is so much fucking worse than I thought it would get.
But every giveaway I've ever done ever, I didn't ship it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking the company ships it. Like, whatever.
I fucking hope he's in the poorhouse pretty fucking fast. Because this is absolutely a cancelable offense, no matter what his fucking copium tells him.
Like, it's always the company. So it's like standard practice almost. But like
standard practice to make your fucking fans sick?
Ship something. Not what was advertised. We made it right immediately after.
So he says it's standard practice almost, and this was just that one time we made a mistake and we made it right after. Is it standard practice to keep selling stuff you know to be shitty to your audience that you know is gonna make them sick? I'm not saying that every single batch from this company is gonna be bad and make you sick, but if you know that they're already willing to do this just for a giveaway when there's no money involved, what makes you think that they will not do it again and again and again for some money?
They'll fucking cut corners.
You already said that you thought they were trustworthy, and they weren't. It's still on your website. You're acting like this was a one-time thing, but this stuff is being sold on your website every single day. You say you made it right, but you just offered the person some more of the same moldy stuff. And
holy
you're gonna
fucking
say that it's
shit.
like only 10% your fault and 90% the company's fault. Well, yeah, the company is to blame for selling moldy stuff, for shipping moldy stuff, for giving moldy stuff out on a giveaway. But you also have a huge amount of blame. Your fans couldn't find this moldy company's stuff on your website with your name on it if you didn't allow that to be there.
That's what I'm saying, brother.
Over what goes on your website with your fucking name on it. It's insane.
I hope Karma gets them.
This is so stupid. Let's keep going on the video.
Even the person that got the shit, even the person that got the stuff was like, yeah, it's not your fault. It's so crazy.
That
like,
doesn't...
Everyone...
Just because someone says it's not your fault doesn't mean it's not your fault. Especially when you know this shit's going down on your fucking website. You keep on acting like that you guys aren't in the same house. You keep on acting like you aren't in the same place. Your fan, a fan of yours, got sick from people you endorse. That is as much your fault as it is the company's. Because without you, that fan would have never gotten sick because you would not be affiliated with them. How fucking dense are you to not understand the basic fucking line of reasoning between that? I hope that this guy is fucking huffing his fucking copium at his desk, and when it wears off at night, he's not able to get a full night's sleep because this fucking haunts him, because he knows in the background it is all his fault. They are selling moldy weed on his website, and who knows how many other people are getting sick, because apparently he has over 1 million subscribers. And no wonder I've never heard of him, because the only influencers I consume, usually, especially in this space, turn out to be solid guys. I've supported a lot of fucking sketchy people in the past, and looking back, I should have fucking seen the signs, and I have definitely like refined my ability for judgment in this case. And if I ever have heard of you, I guarantee you I would not stick around for long, because you do seem like a fucking scumbag that would only hang out on the bottom of someone's shoe from something they unfortunately picked up at a dog park. To say the least, you suck.
Everyone involved in the situation is like, Eric, it's not your fault, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's because they're 18 or 19 like I was when I supported Onision and didn't fucking understand what the fuck was going on. They were like 17, 16, 15. They probably didn't do a fucking ID check for this giveaway. They probably sent this to someone who was fucking hanging out in a COD lobby.
But then, like, these people online...
Wait, never mind. She was named Feral MILF 420, and no edgy teenager would name themselves that. But unironically, I do assume she's an adult for the sake of the story. But at the same time, she was probably, like, 25. So, like, a lot of 25-year-olds don't necessarily have the best judgment.
Eric, what the... You're fucking... Bro, what is wrong with you? I'm like, what? The person who actually got the moldy didn't even, like, blame me. She was like...
That doesn't mean it's not your fucking fault.
I blame you. I say it's your fault, and a lot of people agree with me. You don't remember all of the comments? Anyone trying to say Eric is not responsible is an idiot. Bay Smokes has been known for being a bottom-of-the-barrel company for a long time now. He willingly chooses to continue business with them and act like it's good quality. 208 likes. You were in my comment section, you were reading the comments, you were replying to them. This isn't just my thought alone. I fuck with Eric for real. Love the guy and have been a huge fan for a while, but I don't know why he uses Bay Smokes like every other big YouTuber out there. I've read reviews on Bay Smokes before the giveaway and they have been mostly terrible. Yes, they're cheap, but a lot of people I've seen review never got their order, came in super dry, or even moldy. Sucks to suck, I guess. See, these are your own fans, Eric. These are people that love your content.
Right? No fucking
they're
kidding.
Not happy that you're doing
No, he
this.
probably
This
lives in a
isn't just
multi-million-dollar
someone on the
mansion, if we're
outside
being
hating
fucking
you,
for
brother.
real.
A lot of people blame
He has
you
no
for this.
reason to live
I
at his
blame you
parents'
for this.
house.
You will continue getting the blame for this because you are the one doing this. Sure, it came from Bay Smokes via you.
Again, the money doesn't mean anything because he got it through means like this and dealing with companies like this. But he probably does live in a multi-million-dollar mansion, and that's not right. Zombie just threw him underneath the... Yeah.
Though,
Threw him underneath
via
the
your
bridge.
platform, via your website, and you still continue to try to make profit off of your fans with stuff that could very well be just as bad as the shit from the giveaway and easily get them.
Yeah, I think we're just summing it up here. There might be some closing thoughts, which will stick... Oh, they do show more of his stream.
You say yourself the company isn't trustworthy and that was a one-time thing, yet you still sell their stuff on your site every single day. Make it make sense.
It's like, what? It's like people hating from outside the club, you know what I'm saying?
He thinks it's funny. He's laughing about
What
it
the
and saying there's
fuck?
just people hating from outside the club. I'm not outside the club, homie. I am a YouTuber in the same
I'm in
lane
the
of
fucking
content
club.
You're in. This is exactly my wheelhouse.
I'm in the club. I've been in the club for a fucking minute. I don't know how long fucking Eric's been doing this shit. Let's look him up real quick. You... How the fuck did you spell this? Apparently fucking YouTube doesn't like him. Eric Khan. Fucking stupid name. Oh, it's right up here. There's a fucking C in here? Let's see how long he's been doing this. So he's been on YouTube for... Wow! 5 years! Just like I've been on YouTube for 5 years. Let's see. Let's see if it officially says my oldest video is 5 years ago. I did delete a lot of... Okay, 4 years. So 4 years ago, I posted, like, my first series.
House. I'm not outside the club. I might not be in your club. I might not be in your age bracket of your fans. Like I said, I watched this stream and it's not for me.
It's not a good look.
It just seems like it's for a very, very different age group. You know what I mean?
Do you need bread to kick it with girls, Eric? I mean,
People
it
who play
depends on what,
Roblox,
but,
probably.
like, there's some little thotties out there that'll without being wined and dined for sure. I don't know if there's any out there that you would want to date, wife up.
This is valuable
But
content.
they're cool, you know, they're out there. Nah, listen, bro. If you're jobless, you're not even really jobless. You just simply job less than other people. You know
Cool.
what I mean?
Who does he do content for? What is his audience?
Like, people don't really get that.
I've
But
seen
make
bad
sure if you're
streamers, but
unemployed
holy
right now, just say
shit.
that. Be like, I'm not jobless. I just job less. Which is facts. You know what I'm saying? Which is facts, bro.
Wow, that is facts for sure. Give it up. Maybe I need to reconsider. Maybe I should watch this stream. And it's also funny because in this stream, someone asked him, like, what do you think about Aiden Ross paying $10K for a pint or something? And he brings up how people get finessed all the time, and it's just a common finesse. Seems like he's familiar.
You could buy Aiden Ross paying 10K for a pint. That's just some classic shit, man. I bet you that's like the same thing as people paying like 4K for a pee of outdoor or something. You know, like it's just a classic little finesse.
Classic.
It's just a finesse.
Classic
It happens
finesse.
in every industry, you know. What can you do?
What can you do? What can you do, Eric? That's a good question. I got a
What
thought.
can
Maybe
you
you could
do?
take this stuff off of your website.
What a
That's an
fucking
easy fix.
two-brain cell
What can you do
monster.
to avoid these finesses? Oh shit, I don't know, man. What can we ever do to avoid people in our audience getting finessed? Maybe we shouldn't sell the stuff we know to be bad and we know isn't.
All right, case closed. I'm bringing down the fucking gavel on this shit. He sucks. What a fucking dumbass. What a two-brain cell idiot. If you guys ever like tuned into one of his live streams, I'm sorry from what I've seen. Very bad stuff. Very shit takes. Very piss poor behavior. I don't know how the fuck else to even say it. It's just bad. It's not a good situation. He's not a good person. It seems he lacks a heart or soul. He gave up his life all for the content and the dollar signs and the dubskis. And he pulled a fast fucking L. So, big bad is what I want to say. So, complete stupidity, lifetime sentence for weed is the next video I want to get into. I want to, I'm very interested in this situation, how they can justify someone traveling from the United States to India, it looks like, and that might not actually what's being going on. But Pigeons420 dropped this video. I wanted to save it for a live react for a stream because, god damn it, I knew it was going to be good with the title like that. So let's get right in here. T with P, baby.
We've got another Brittany Griner case here, except it's not a famous basketball player, so we'll see what happens. Canadian man faces life in prison in Dubai for traveling with cannabis. This is coming from CBC, and it says a Mississaugan man from Ontario is facing life in prison in Dubai for traveling with more than 100 grams of cannabis. Products his wife says he uses for coping with his chronic pain related to Addison's disease. Morris Kevin O'Rourke, I'm glad we got the full name here, 64, was arrested in July in the United Arab Emirates during a layover from Canada on his way to South Africa, after airport officials in Dubai found 50 grams of cannabis and 60 grams of CBD oil in his luggage. The substances weren't prescribed, but Pamela O'Rourke says her husband had no intention of breaking the law and is calling on officials in Dubai to have compassion for his situation. Quote, "This is a 64-year-old man who made a mistake," she told the CBC Toronto.
Didn't even make
to
a
say
mistake.
that he's going to have to spend the rest of his life in a foreign country by himself, and with his illness, a life sentence could be months or weeks. And it goes on to explain the disease and the prescription and the use, but hear me out on this, man. As someone who also travels out of country, who also really enjoys participating in weed, not only do I do weed for recreational reasons, I have a prescription for it, and I have a prescription for it for a multitude of reasons. But if I think that I'm gonna try to bring my weed into America, forget about one of the most conservative capitalist countries in the world, and by conservative, I mean like women have to keep covered up. If you're gay, you're gonna be killed or sentenced or sent to prison. Like these are pretty traditional thoughts. And you think that you're gonna bring weed into the country, man? I gotta be honest with you. As someone who travels, I know that your layover doesn't just happen. You choose your layover. You know where your layover is going to be. You know how long your layover is going to be. Why on God's green earth would you bring his lettuce to a place that forbiddens it. This is the Brittany Griner thing, man. Brittany Griner, the basketball player who also brought a vape pen to Russia. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I don't want to blame a 64-year-old man for bringing 100 grams worth of weed to a foreign country that prosecutes people for bringing weed to the country, but he brought weed to the country. I'm sorry, no mercy. I don't mean no mercy. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I am an asshole, though, for the record, let it state. But the reality is that what on earth were you thinking? What?
So there's two ways to tackle this, and obviously, literally, legitimately, do not try to fucking take weed into a country that is so fucking conservative that women aren't even allowed to show any skin other than, like, around and in between their fucking eyes. But also, you need to take personal accountability for your actions. You need to understand the laws of the places you're going with the stuff you want to go with. Like, if I were... Pigeons is based in fucking Canada, and as far as I understand, it's illegal to have realistic-looking toy guns in that country because they are so conservative when it comes to guns, and in America, we are obviously a lot more lax. So if I were to take an airsoft gun that looked exactly like an M4, even if it had an orange tip on it indicating that it was indeed a toy, that does not matter. The law would restrict me from taking it in because it's only legal to have airsoft guns that are clear-bodied and obviously made of plastic to avoid confusion and possible death by cop because of the mix-ups that can happen in a split second and change someone's life forever. I understand the law around it. I understand the reasoning behind it. And if I were to go there and I had these items in my possession, I would understand being prosecuted. A life sentence is fucking crazy. Idealistically, he would simply be sent back to his old country and forbidden to return. However, we live in the world where things that seem like they should be fucking war crimes somehow fly under the radar. It's kind of fucking ridiculous. I don't like this story. It makes me upset.
Why are you traveling to...
Because not only should weed be legal everywhere worldwide in pretty much any capacity, obviously make sure it's actually weed and not fucking fent, but Jesus Christ, there's only so much you can do. It should be legal as itself.
Dubai. If you need weed for any reason, why are you traveling to Dubai? Why are you doing that? Why are you bringing weed?
Go literally
what?
anywhere
I bet
else.
You could find some
Dubai
Dominion
fucking
weed,
sucks,
and
I'm
don't
sure.
get me wrong, maybe the layover wasn't supposed to be there. Maybe they had some issues with the flight and they had to stop there and stuff. Dude, you can't fly internationally with weed anywhere.
Nope.
Anywhere. If anything, I'm very surprised that customs going out of the country didn't catch it.
Dude,
that's the real
the laws
thing.
are
So
so
you got out of the
fucking
country with
stupid for
50
sure.
grams of dried weed.
Yourself a few dollars off at checkout.
Yep, go check out Spider Farmer. Use his promo code, or I'm pretty sure I have a promo code for it. So go check out Spider Farmer. Check out Pigeons 420. Check out fucking The Strange Show. All good content. Go check out Mr. Grow at Rob CLTV. All these other motherfuckers, and fuck it. If you want to hear a crazy fucking story that just goes off the rails, go check out Goblin 420. But I wouldn't recommend buying any of his weed, because apparently influencer weed is normally trash. But, hey, these are the situations I wanted to touch on today. Life sentence is absolutely fucking crazy. Absolute stupidity from the guy who's traveling internationally with weed, knowing that you're not supposed to do that, and being fucking 60. He's in the fucking age bracket for being one of the most fucking paranoid people about cannabis laws. I try to fucking smoke with, like, 40-year-olds out on the, like, porch and shit, and they fucking try to hide this shit. I smoke with people who are, like, just a little bit older than me over the years, and they are super fucking paranoid about anyone seeing them with weed and all this stuff. You would think a 64-year-old man would know not to go on a fucking plane absolutely loaded. What the fuck? But, hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, had a good time, learned a little bit about these situations. This shit was absolutely fucking wild. But I'll see you next time. Hey, thanks for joining. Thank you for your time. Thank you for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. Time is something you can never get back. It is an infinitely valuable resource. And the fact that you guys spent some with me today, that means the world. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much.